Hey folks, Quillyton here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld! Everything is yellow, because we have toxic fallout falling on our RimMart over here. But, and we've got still a chronic shortage of steel. Hoping for more, maybe some trade ships that would sell us some. Maybe we can find an underground deposit, we will see. Right now we've got everyone restricted to our walled area, not strictly indoors. We're trying to monitor, ooh, nice conversion attempt there. We're trying to monitor people's exposure, especially the people who might stand out here to work this ground penetrating scanner. That might be our biggest concern, and we'll see. Now, the other thing you might see, as we let the game run here, is we might see some people changing their outfits a little bit. And the reason is, I talked about it, I think at the start of this Let's Play. One of the things I wanted, right, is more, I reloaded in some of these mods with more of the work-specific outfits. Our safety helmets, our chef's hats, our medical outfits, and so on and so forth. And I lamented that one of my favorite mods is called Outfitted, which allows you to set weights and things like that so that people will wear outfits that help with their job skills. Because by default in RimWorld, people will just always try to equip the stuff with the highest defensive value. That's how they weight things. Well, as it turns out, I was just browsing through Steam, and just at the, I think at the start of April, I think it was, someone did go and post a Outfitted Continued that was updated for 1.5. And so I loaded it up, and we're going to give it a little bit of a try. So you can see some people should be tweaking some outfits, especially as we make some more. Oh, interesting. Oh, we're tearing down this medic bag because this one turned out poor. I wonder, with that idea... I can't remember. Right here, we're making the medic bag. Maybe, just to avoid wasting a bunch of medicine, maybe we should put a skill restriction on this in terms of how people can do it. Let's just set it at 8 and above. We're not necessarily looking for super high quality, but just reduce the chance that we might get a poor roll on that. Anyway, so the big thing is I removed composable loadouts. So in our gears, we no longer have those stacking little loadouts that we can put in there, which was an interesting solution for working with this custom clothing, but still required a lot of it manual intervention. Now, hopefully, this Outfitted Continued mod is indeed working correctly and not buggy. So we'll see how it goes. We might have to yoink it out after this episode. But here's how it works. So if we go and look at our apparel, first of all, it does add a bunch of extra policies, but let's just take a look at the default policy, where the things that has changed is this section over here to the right. Now, by default, this check mark isn't on. This is the normal default over here. And you can see you get to set an explicit stat priority. So again, typically your pawns in RimWorld will put on clothes that has the best armor value is basically how they work. This is exposing those values over here and the ability to tweak the weights. You can see it's also got a global work speed in there as a default. So anything that increases global work speed, for example, I think the apron does that will be weighted a little bit more highly. Now, these specialized outfits that we can set, let's say we look at cook, you can see it's completely changed the priority. They're not looking at armor at all. They're weighting things like, the butchery, the cooking speed, anything that might reduce food poison chance, movement speed, and global work speed is going to be basically there on most of these jobs. So crafter, we can see these things are set up over here. And so these are all stats that could exist on clothing that might be useful for these particular roles, which we can go and set these outfits explicitly on people, and we might. But also with the default position, we can enable this automatic work priorities. And then basically any jobs that has been enabled for a pawn should show up as an implicit, we won't actually see it, but will be added as a weight for their clothing suggestions, which means that in addition, they're still going to weight armor and stuff for this default behavior, but they will look for things that might increase their jobs. So this is going to be a mishmash where they might end up with some armor pieces and some pieces that are job specific. But then what I can also do is specifically give them something. Like if I want to go and give them a specific outfit, that will work really well for people who really just do one thing primarily, and I want them hyper focused on that. Now, with that in mind as well, using the better pawn control, this is something that I've run from the beginning, which was always the intention to start making use of this and tie it into, composable loadouts. But again, it's sort of fiddly little work, and I didn't really enjoy messing with that kind of level of micro. And what I like about the Outfitted mod, just like the, what what's it called? The equipment manager mod, where people automatically grab weapons on their own. I love that kind of autonomy. And so this is the same situation here with Outfitted. People will dress themselves on their own without being explicitly told which pieces of clothing to work with. Anyway, you can see I've made a new assign policy. So we have default and combat. And then in the bottom corner over here is I can switch to combat. And what I've said for combat is just assigned everyone to the soldier apparel policy. And if we look at soldier, these weights are boosting, again, the armor and sharp, although I guess the blunt is kind of middle. It's mostly weighted towards the sharp over here, which is fine. Anything we might have that might boost accuracy in different stats is listed in there. Aiming time, cooldown. Oh, I guess because maybe these are inverted numbers. So we want, I guess we want negative aiming time. We want negative range cooldown, so it's weighted that way. I might have made that mistake if I was building this manually, which is interesting. So anyway, if I go and do this and set to soldier, people will no longer look towards their job outfits and will try to equip things that have got some armor. Now, one of the things we might do to do that, because right now people aren't looking to actively wear armor. What I might want to do when I reinitialize these particular jobs over here, I would probably like, oh, dang, I might need another mod. There is a mod that adds an option in here, which is do like X per colonist, for example. So I could say something like with flak vests, make sure we have one flak vest per colonist, possibly +2, and do count equipped, right, as a whole. So that way we always have enough flak vests. Because right now it's going to keep a couple of flak vests as a spare, but it's not counting our equipped. On the other hand, what I could do is count the number of people I've got. I could put on count equipped. And yet do also count while away. And then set this to the number of colonists I've got, maybe +2 or something like that. So that way, regardless whether people are wearing the flak vests or not, we'll have the correct number around. So if we grab everyone, including our youngin over here, we've got 19. So in this case, if I wanted to do it that way, what I would set this to is, well, possibly 20, because it was 19, including the kid who doesn't wear a flak vest. So if I set it to 20, then what this is going to do is going to keep enough so that all 18 of my allies could be wearing one, and then we have a couple extra. So when we're in combat mode, everyone should grab one, and otherwise not. So maybe this is a way to do it. I don't know. I think for now is I will just keep it there and don't count equipped, and we'll be ready to make some adjustments along the way. But for now, we've got this, and yeah, very excited. People are putting on, look at that, putting on stuff that is going to help with their default jobs. And yeah, in the, sorry, not the schedule, in the work, if we can really identify people who really just do one thing, like price point, really, when they're not working, I mean, they do some social stuff, but we might want them to specifically focus on construct. Or the other thing is really, with the automated behavior, in theory, they're going to be equipping those things regardless. So stuff that boosts construction, and I suppose if there's something that boosts social, they may also consider throwing that on. I don't know, well, we've got the boost construction other than the apron and the hard hat. Oh, and the tool belt over there, which is also being equipped. And that's one of the reasons I like the Outfitted as well, is if you're running mods that add all these extra little utility items, that can be very useful. And then, yeah, I can go a little bit more ham with just crafting these various things. But yeah, the only thing I might worry, because I'm not worried about the work side of things, because first of all, most of the time people are in work mode. So usually the, just counting the stuff in the stockpile is going to be correct. And secondly, if we end up with a shortage of some of these work mode outfits temporarily, it's not a big deal. But if we have to fight and we're short on armor, that's not good. So I think it is going to be important to go and make sure we have an excess of some of these things. And yeah, they'll be kept in the shop and some of them might get sold, but for now we're going to keep it suspended because we do still have a big material shortage. How's your exposure? Interesting. Not even initial over here. Is it possible that being under a roof protects you? I thought you had to be strictly indoors. Anything not under a roof? Huh. Unturret Tech, Masterwork Medic Bag. That's nice. Okay. So you're actually totally fine there. Can I do other shenanigans by roofing more stuff? I don't think we really need to. Again, people like dart in and out of these things, but the initial buildup is fine. So you're nearly convert a heat wave. And the contaminated water is annoying. Eventually these will run out over here. Heat wave. Well, it's going to be very hot over here. The prisoner rooms aren't actually chilled, although they might get a little overflow from over here. Yeah, we don't have much AC. We have one AC over here. Well, I can't do anything about it. Well, no, I can put down some passive coolers. Maybe I'll just do that. We've got the wood for it. Here. Passive cooler. Passive cooler. I'm wondering about... Oh, we don't have a vent through these two rooms. I thought we did for some reason. I'll build a couple in here. Just to stop it from hopefully getting scorching hot. In a room where people do spend a lot of time working. And it's just wood, right? Yeah. Which we definitely have. Oh, Psycho Point Dance. I saw something died because of poison. And I freaked out thinking it might have been a person. But no, we're okay. Okay, that's fine. Did I turn off the sewing? Yeah, it is off. Just because I don't want people wasting their time planting stuff that might die. But also that's a lot of outdoors activity that might not be ideal. We have a little bit of idleness. Research is still going fine over here. We're still hoping to find our first underground steel deposit. And these are... Wait, you're eating a fine meal. Oh, your food policy... Oh, your food policy is on default. Okay, you got me there, Quadrum. I thought there was something wrong with my food policies, but no. All right, what's this? 30 in there, 24, 20... I mean, it's a little toasty. I think I'm going to go and build... I'm going to build a passive cooler over here. And these two are vented, but that should help keep this block. Just trying to avoid the slept in the heat mood debuff. Animal transport pod crash. Hello, gorgeous. Local cougars in your area want to be turned into food. Rock Gardener, land all your melee hits for the next 8 days. That is actually a crazy stat. It really is. And these are all our survival meals. Yep, good. We'll get a little bit more meat in there. Gutworms. Oh, you're sickly. You just get random diseases, yeah? Although I don't know that I want my cook to have gutworms. I like how Trainee over here does have a weapon. There we go. It is a bit of a walkout here to get education, but that's fine. Hopefully your schooling is going well on things, you know. Hopefully we get you lots of growth tiers. We want you trained up to be a model employee with the best possible stats. Okay. I might want to do the thing where I move the prosthetics like in the hospital because they're easier to do. Because a lot of these are just organic artificial body parts. Or maybe I just dedicate one more shelf to it. Like, let's unlink this shelf. Clear, critical. And is it manufactured body parts? Items? Yes, body parts. Not the natural body parts. Here, we'll leave everything else on for now. And these are critical. Let me set these to important instead. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So we have, a power claw and synthetic tissue. Just generic synthetic tissue? Replace damaged areas. I wonder if this is a way we heal scars. It was made with synthread and glitter world medicine. Wow. Okay. Power claw. Now, power claw is like a melee boosting item, yeah? Yeah. Now, security chief over here. Now, it slows down the movement. It doesn't say anything about slowing down the manipulation. I mean, we do value movement quite highly. Oh, found some underground steel. Nice. Okay, now we're not going to do anything about it yet. Part of me's wondering, do I leave it here for the marble blocks? No. So, well, let's do that because then we can move it afterwards. Now, that's not in the allowed work area, so no one's going to go over there and do that right now. Power conduit doesn't have to quite reach. I think that'll be within range. We do it this way, that way the power is contiguous even if we go and tear this stuff down. So yeah, we'll set up these little jobs over here. Masterwork human leather parka. Alrighty. And yeah, we're still making lots of biofuel. I did put a cap over here, the chem fuel, just to make sure like the storage doesn't get overflowed. Because we were doing 100% fecal sludge. Now wait, all right, shields are done. Need research project. Well, one thing I want to check, I think probably, you know what, let's get some carpet making. I was gonna say anything else that adds clothing. We are now maybe gonna be even more sort of open and flexible to things. You know, I might want to open up different furniture too. It sounds fun. You know, maybe we can do this. Get some extra defensive structures. Mixology, I don't know. Let's get our point to the auto doors. We're gonna have to make another proper anomaly run at some point. Really commit to that once more. Hydroponics. I mean, let's give it an option. I think right now our little farms with the spray is good, but let's see. Canning. I mean, we could sell that stuff. Oh, right. We could use the Dubs hygiene air conditioner stuff and heating stuff. Biosculpting, bioregeneration. I mean, maybe. Well, those are TVs and things. Vitals monitor. Oh, transport pods. I can keep queuing. It's got fire suppression, which I think is a sprinkler. Yeah, fire sprinkler, not just fire foam poppers. Long range scanner is great, but we don't do off map stuff. All right, we'll hold off for here for now. Manufacturing. Oh, I think this opens up a lot more automation recipes. Lots of idlers, which is gonna have to be fine. There's not really busy work I want to add in. I guess one thing I could do, because I think these trees might end up dying. And we might still want some wood. Anything kind of within my walled area, let's go and put a chop down mature. So we'll chop down a few more trees within our walled area. And again, hopefully people aren't spending too much time outside. A few more deaths. What we can do is do a quick health run, scoop through everyone, make sure that no one is past initial. I keep seeing the pregnant, like, third trimester and like, third? Oh, that sounds like really severe. No, it's not the toxic fallout. That's pregnancy. Oh, as I was going berserk. That's really annoying. Okay. Well, let's take the people who should all be armed with bludgeoning weapons. I don't like that you're on a pokey. And we will melee attack here, although right now it's only major minor. Let's pull you back. Let's just try. Oh, you're downed already. That was quick. Okay. That was so quick. Oh, we destroyed one of your legs. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do about working for a replacement after you get recruited. I mean, do we still want to recruit you? Wait, you can't violent? You've got some skills. You know what? No, non-combatant? Never mind. Let's steal some body parts that no one's ever gonna buy from us. And we're not allowed to sell. So it's just adding extra value to our base. Done. Oh yeah, non-combatant. Yeah, never mind. Okay, some heat stroke is starting to be complained about, which, fair. Okay, the bedrooms are fine. 22, 21, 24, 26, 29 over here. And of course, if you're spending any time outside, it's very roasty toasty. And yeah, not to worried about this. People don't spend too much time over there. So no, we do have enough places that are fine. 26 is a little warm over there, especially if that's the hospital. Like that might be where people get treatment for overheating. Okay, let's just build some more of those. Heat wave won't last too long. We probably don't even have to worry about like reloading it. Like I could turn off the reload option now, but let's leave things in. So quest expires. Oh yeah, this one sounded, but the bionic leg would be nice, right? Oh, I guess my idea with this was I can just fight them with mortar combat. We'd have to blow up the auto mortar. Oh, shield neck assembler. Capsules. I think we can take this on. Well, I guess I don't need the bionic leg for Isla because we're booping you. Tactical cornea implant. Good armor. And the advantage of mechs is that we can disassemble them for metal, although we'd be using some of our shells here, which are worth metal in and of themselves. Lots of silver. Honestly, I think I might just say no. You know what? I think we could do it. I'm just not sure it would be a tremendous net gain. Just not huge. Okay, product tester is in labor and needs rescue. Well, we're going to do the gather for birth. And hopefully... What do you mean take place at medical... What? Is someone going to bring you to an actual medical bed, first of all? Okay. I wonder if it was just defaulting to the bed you happen to be in. There you go. Now you're officially going to do it in the steel bed, which is good. Do that. Room doesn't have perfect cleanliness. So that's okay. You know, you can visit. Just make sure to stay indoors a fair amount. Found some more underground steel. Oh, within our kill box. It's a little awkward. Well, not our kill box, our little combat box. You know, we could... One day maybe we'll do a run where we do some of the crazy kill boxes with like fire or different things like that, but mostly we just get a nice little shooting range set up for people. Chem fuel is keeping up. 48 degrees outside is ridiculous. Oh, there was some heat stroke, but it did go away. Low medicine. Yeah, it doesn't help that we're not growing stuff. How's our food situation? It's fine for now. Hopefully we don't get like random rice rot right now, which would be bad timing. Childbirth has been canceled. Okay, so that's the second time we've seen that happen. Product tester. Did it get canceled because you had to use the washer? I mean, you know, you just... Takes place at wooden bed. Right there. Let me direct you over here. Maybe the wooden bed happened to be like the best place for it because of cleanliness and other factors. I don't know. But yeah, is the Dubs bad hygiene interrupting the proper labor process? Final stages. And baby gets thrown onto the floor. All right. Can I pod you immediately? Yes. Excellent. Go friendly, healthy birth, get potted. Excellent. Okay. And yet we're out of herbal meds. We just have industrial level medicine, and that is it right now. Heat wave, toxic fallout. Now, no, they don't count as these. Oh, yeah, Isla died. That's fine. Oh, we can do the pizza party. Oh, no, that's right, because they'd been converted, but they weren't actually a colonist, so no, we'll just butcher them. This chair can be reinstalled over there, actually. Heat wave is over. Good. So what I'll do is I'll just go and say, like, turn off the refueling on these. We can leave them because it's still summer, so they'll still help keep the temperature okay. Bought stuff for silver, fine meals, simple meals. That's lovely. The silver will eventually be brought here. I mean, it's a bit of a walk to bring things over here, but that's going to have to be okay. Yeah, I don't think people really buy the other stuff. Look how many of these freaking organs there are. I mean, really, really, we should be selling to caravans. But on the other hand, it's helping boost our wealth. So is it the 350K that you need to, like, sell it? I think that's probably where we're going to push shit up to. And then, you know, I was going to say a franchisee. I don't think Walmarts in real life are franchised. Are they corporate owned? Probably they're corporate owned. But maybe RimMart does get sold to franchisees. It's sort of the more the McDonald's model. We like own the land and make our money. See, like that trade ship. They're going to tempt me. Is there any chance that you would sell me steel? Hard hat, nice. Oh, poor health. Oh, you might have a little bit of the toxic fallout stuff. See, like, I would love more of these. Hell, I'd love the tech print. I'd love all your medicine, all your components. And yeah, you don't sell steel. Oh, actually, you don't even buy anything. Oh, no, wait, hold on. It's not that you don't buy anything. It's that we don't have extra trade beacons. Which at least self-enforcing my rules here. We're not low on components, but, you know, always buy components. Plus, it is something that would take steel to build, and that's kind of a bit of a short point thing. We could buy another barrel if I bought fewer components. I think we do have one spare barrel, though. And I think I do want the components. Do I buy the medicine? I think so. Especially that we don't have any herbal stuff right now. I think we do this. But yeah, I would need little beacons over here. Now, these are placed in such a way that I can cover them completely with beacons. Lots of idlers. I really don't want people going out too much. If they spend a bunch of times indoors, that's okay. Power stable. We got the scan. Yeah, eventually we get the construction going here. Oh! How did this get built? Is it one of my guests that did it? Because my people are limited to walled or indoors. But someone did go and build that. Oh, I said a move here. But someone did do that anyway. An attack job. Okay, we'd be leaving the base. Okay, you got a place that's guarded by 3 wasters. You want to send 10 soldiers? That is ridiculous. Oops, that is ridiculous overkill. 2 archite capsules. I mean, this would be fairly easy to do. Oh, they got turrets and stuff. Defeat all enemies and turrets within 3.4 days. That's fine. Let's, just for simplicity, I'll flip everyone over to the soldier outfit. Then I don't have to worry about sending someone who accidentally isn't armored up. More things dying because of poison. That's fine. Yeah, there you go. And you can see all the clothing swaps. And you are trashing a 4 medicine bag. Probably someone was wearing up until now. I'm still seeing some outfit changed. Artisan furniture. Poster beds, royal chairs, tables, and armchairs. That does sound very lovely. But yeah, I think this will be a pretty trivial encounter, and we hate leaving the base, but I think this is going to be worthwhile. Security chief just got a level of crafting? Okay. Maybe through conversations. And, oop, doesn't know where I want to go. I want to go here. Yeah, I don't think we're about to get an attack. Okay, I'm going to accept. We don't have the stuff for the archite capsules yet. I don't think we've got anything that needs it. We've got 1 gene pack and we haven't even used it yet. But we don't need the book. It might be nice to have a telescope. We don't have anything, like, we don't have a telescope, and it's another source of recreation. The light machine gun, I mean, it's a pretty inaccurate weapon, right? I'd prefer a minigun to this. They're both kind of the same role. They fire fast and inaccurately, but the minigun is better damage. But it is masterwork, which is bonus damage, and could, you know, land a lot of bullets. It's got some good pushback. Some of the value is going towards the great bow here, which I'm not as excited about, although some people are still using the bows and might be okay. Armor skin gland is cool. This, if we don't really need, I think I'll accept for this. Okay, and we need 10 peeps on this, eh? So if I grab that and then drop out maybe product tester. Some of these might be married and we'll have the missing bond thing, but they're not gonna be gone for very long. Let's go. Yeah, psychic bond distance. Okay, new encounter map. Unload, unload, unload. Maybe I should have started sending people out immediately. Where's the turret? I don't think they've got one. I mean, it might be one inside the building, but I think it's just going to be these 3 wasters. They do have the Tox bombs. Let's get some people here. Some people there. And then make a little bit of an adjustment here. I'm not sure everyone's going to be within range, so we might have to do a few tweaks. We'll see who's firing or not. Yeah, you're not. There you go. That should fire. Pods have arrived. Oh, we got to reward pods immediately. Well, that's nice. So we'll just reinstall the telescope over here. Now, people might end up spending a bunch of time outside doing stuff, but So be it. And then, yeah, just get those indoors. No storage space for these. I don't exclude the weapons anywhere else. This is dedicated weapon stuff, but yeah, we are legitimately out of extra storage. What to do, what to do. I think I might get rid of this. The wood might get stored outside again. Yeah, let's build more of these shelves. Oh, right. That's how it goes. You got the one, yeah, the end cap. Okay. Copy you. So the end cap goes there. And then you guys go here, 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 here. Build copy, and then grab one of these again, and then select all these and link. All right. That'll help a little bit. Meanwhile, back over here. Yeah, I wonder if they've got a turret inside. Now, I don't see a battery. I'm going to set a deconstruct command and a finish off. Okay, yeah, deconstruct that so we can get the material for it. We could just smash it from distance, but I want to do this. Kill off the power. Okay. Then regroup. I'm going to do the thing where I just fire at the walls. I'm sorry, what the hell just happened? Oh my god! I didn't see that you guys were not at the front yet. I thought, oh no, everyone's here. Let's start shooting. Did one of you guys one-shot Hammer Meets Thumb in the back of the head? Family member died. Oh my god. I didn't realize you weren't all there yet. Oh my god. That's oh my god. I mean, that's on me. But I really thought it was fine. Okay, no turrets. Dr. Tech Crafter is going on an overdose now because yeah, you went on a binge. Oh my god. Okay. So, I think we can load, right? Yeah, because we can take items. I guess I don't have to deconstruct it. I could bring these lamps with me, I think. I don't know, it's fine. Okay. Load all of our colonists. And then item-wise, meals, components, yayo, steel, slag chunks that we can smelt down. We'll bring Hammer Meets Thumb. Heck, we could bring all these guys because we can just eat them. Masterwork does this. Tox grenades, which we might go and add to our pile of, like, let's shred this. I can take the urn and the table because these are steel. Another steel urn here. All stuff for us to melt down. I don't think we need to keep any of this. There's an excellent bed and a good chair. Might be worth some money. We'll bring this, and we'll bring the cages, which we can all break down. Load selected. Oh, it happens instantly. All right. Unload, 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 unload. And deconstruct. Deconstruct. Deconstruct those. Okay. Well, I feel terrible. Let's have a pizza-ish party. Oh, it's in here and out there. Guess they're just going to stand wherever they can. All right. We'll assure safety. Just try not to stay outside. That is... Oh. Hammer Meets Thumb. I'm so sorry. Hey, we're allied. Thanks for the uranium, which we don't need. Pizza-ish party. Okay. Good funeral. All right. Low medicine. I know. Did it reset the deconstruction? No, they still have the deconstruction command. Good. I thought... Oh, shoot. I deconstructed one of the decal lines here. Got to be a little careful. Trench warfare tech. Oh, now that everyone is back, let's go and put everyone back their default policy so you can put on your work clothes once more. Maybe I should include gas masks in there. Meh. We can live through this toxic fallout. So hopefully you pop out before the next baby comes. So we don't really have the means to build another one of these right now. Yeah, we could, like, no one really buys them. So I'm gonna put a smelt or destroy things on clear all, tox grenades, and tox launcher. Hopefully we get metal out of it. I don't know, but we'll do that because no one will buy it. We'll free up a little bit of clearance space here. How's our whoops, keep going and hitting the wrong button. I was hoping the wealth might have shot up a little bit more than that with some of the rewards we got. But okay. Healward has died because of poison. I know! You don't have to keep telling me. Bought fine meals. Yeah, we're mostly going to make our money selling that. Yeah, I just don't think that people come in with enough money to buy all these other things. So we've got auto door tech. Obviously, we don't have the material right now. The good candidate for it is probably stuff like the little airlock areas over here. And once we build one over here, just because there's going to be a lot of through traffic there. Just tons. They buy a tainted helmet. Okay. I mean, they are buying some other things, but yeah, I don't think there's a very huge budget. And too many things are too valuable. Legendary smoke pop pack. Well, I don't know if the legendary aspect makes much of a difference on that. I have no idea. I mean, we just got a lucky roll. It'd be nice to get a lucky roll on things that maybe matter a little bit more. Now, these mechanoid slag chunks... I guess slag is down at the bottom. We do have the destroy first, which I am okay with. Man, it's surprising people will buy the tainted stuff. That really did surprise me quite a bit. Go away, toxic fallout. I want to be able to start mining the steel out here, please. And then probably getting a cleaning bot fairly soon. That would be nice. Okay, well, I guess we'll put a cut in here. I'm so sorry we lost one of our people to a really dumb mistake. I thought I'd formed up my front line. Oh, man. And really bad luck to get a one-shot kill right in the back of the head. Oi. Oi. Let's try not to hold it against anyone, major, minor. Who's equipped themselves with a light machine gun. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Yeah. All right. We'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.